Hi, I'm Ed. Thanks for clicking onto this video. So we're going to go through 20 creative ways that we can all keep busy during this lockdown, fight off the boredom, and actually have something to say to people who keep asking us, what are you doing? How are you spending your time? Are you improving yourself? Of course, the main thing is surviving, getting through this, looking after each other. But in the meantime, we can also have some fun. So let's get straight into it. Here are top 20 ways to fight that boredom. So I've always held back trying out a new look, mainly because there's something important coming up, a wedding, a birthday, a work do. I did shave my hair off once and everyone at work called me jarhead or asked when I was being shipped out, or if I'd lost a bet, or if I'd lost a fight with a pair of hedge trimmers. That was a rough couple of weeks. But now I've got loads of time, so whatever damage you do to your hair, it can grow back. Okay, so the most important thing for all of us is find something that we can do that we enjoy and we can do consistently. I know some people really like running around their garden, if they have one. I know someone did a marathon running on their balcony, just doing laps end to end. How they didn't lose their mind, I don't know. Whatever it is, doing some press ups, a bit of physio, keep your body moving. Call an ambulance. If you're like me, you might feel like you're losing some of your social skills by being indoors all the time, not necessarily talking with people. I know some people are doing virtual dates, which I think is so brave. Obviously amazing, those people who've got partners and got someone to hold at night. Keep your head in the game so that when this all blows over and back outside, we can be meeting people with our full confident selves. How to talk to women. Number one, focus on her, not you. So they say it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. So how long was that? About 417 days. Hopefully this isn't going to go on for that long, but we can at least get started blowing the dust off any old instruments that you've got lying around. Maybe you can order one online. Whatever it is, from the triangle to the bassoon. Hey, we've got a few hours to spare, it'd be pretty cool. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Hello? This can be about anything. If you're journaling, just doing it for yourself. Track what you're doing. If you're like me, you can't remember what you were doing yesterday. Blogs. What are you talking about when you're with your friends? What are you looking up in your free time? What do you know a lot about that the world needs to hear and share passions in a new, interesting way? So whatever it is that you find interesting, start writing about it. My favourite type of lettuce.com. Number one, regular lettuce. Apps make this super easy nowadays. You can start with free trials, then move on to paid courses. Some teachers are moving their courses and their daily classes online, so there's a load of resources out there. You can even get a personal teacher to teach you a new subject, learn a different language. You can start with the basics, build it up, change films that you know and love into different foreign languages, obviously putting the subtitles on, otherwise it's just gobbledygook. And also try changing your phone into a different language. I know a friend of mine did that and it worked really well. How do I change the language back? So obviously it helps if you've got a partner. There's some great introductory courses online, foxtrot, zumba, tango, hip hop. You can become a pro and dance like no one's watching, because probably no one is watching. Unless you're like me and you have neighbours right outside your bedroom and they can see everything you're doing, and you need to shut the curtains in the morning, otherwise they can see you change and you might end up on some kind of register. Think of a sport that you've always wanted to do and just try it out. Get some basic equipment online or make do with what you've got. You've got leftover things from when you were younger. See what you can find and get your exercise that way. There are so many sports you can do on your own. Even if you have no artistic skill whatsoever, you can start drawing, you can start painting. Who knows, you could be the next J.K. Rowling or Robert Frost. We just have no idea if we don't put the pen to paper, and it's the thing that we always put off, so really let that inner voice come out. To help stop the days blurring into one and feeling like you're doing the same thing over and over, day after day, we can do two really great things. One, take control of our time. Get up at the same time every day. If we don't do it some days, don't beat ourselves up. We can try again tomorrow. The second thing is variety. So getting up in the morning can feel like a bit of a slog. Try mixing it up. Maybe listen to a favourite song, a positive video that makes you feel good in the morning, something that will instantly make you feel good and not necessarily think about monotony or things that you have to do for the day ahead. However we're spending our days, for all of us, it all starts with getting up.
Okay, speaker, what time is it?
It's 2:53 p.m.
My cooking skills leave a lot to be desired. If you're like me, now's the perfect time to get creative in the kitchen and chuck a lot of things together. I just want to say a shout out. I'm really sorry to anyone who I've cooked for before. I'm so glad that no one sued. Really appreciate it. I'll get better, I promise. So I've been looking up some great recipes and I can't wait to try them.
Deep fried pizza cake. Sign me up.
So we don't always talk to our neighbours, we don't always talk to them, or we talk to the ones on one side of our house but dodge the ones on the other side. But now's a great chance to connect with other people, of course keeping 2 metre distance, not coughing or sneezing, but politely waving from a distance and saying hi. Who knows, you might share the same interests.
Hey Steve, what's your favourite juice?
We can all be guilty sometimes of not looking after our personal space, shared spaces. We always say, oh, we'll do that later. We let things get messy because we've got more important things going on out there. But when we can't go out there, now's a great time to get organised, tidy up things that you've been meaning to get rid of for ages. You can Marie Kondo your underwear. I'll let you in on a little secret. That pile of papers and folders and things that we say we're going to look to and are really important, we've got to keep one day, we never look at again. Or if we do, it's once in a million. They can probably be online. So let's sort that out. Let's get rid of it. People keep banging on about mindfulness and all the apps and everything else, but actually just a couple of minutes a day, hear me out, don't switch over. It really helps, and I can get quite anxious, particularly with all the news that's going on. You could be worrying about people that you know, you love, even just seeing all the medical staff and key workers having really difficult days. There are loads of super helpful messages out there that can really help us get into the right mindset for the day ahead.
As the Dalai Lama once said, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito.
We often don't make time for each other's stories, and we've all done stuff, we all know people, we've all got things that we've done in our heads that we haven't shared out with the world. That was a really weird way of saying that. Now's a great time to talk to friends, relatives, any elderly people you may know. Ask them what they were doing when they were your age. What were they thinking about? What were they concerned about? What was going on in the world at a certain time? It means so much when someone takes the time out to listen to us. So let's listen to other people, and we can be really surprised by what they have to say. Hi Grandma. Yeah, I just wanted to ask if you remember what 1969 was like.
Oh, that was a big year. Our corner shop opened and they had lots of carrots, bread, chickpeas, onions, tomatoes.
I'm so guilty of throwing the same films on and watching them back to back again and again, but I also have a really long watch list of films that are great that actually might become my new favourite film. Let's take the time out and watch all those Oscar-winning films or independent films or foreign films that we've not even thought about watching, or we have thought of watching but we haven't had the time to do it before. Obviously we don't just want to become couch potatoes, but once in a while throw something on and it can really cheer us up.
You had me at hello. You had me at hello.
Anyone who's ever gone out of your way to do something for you deserves thanks. They're amazing people, friends, family, strangers. We can maybe reconnect with people that we don't talk to very much, or people that we'd like to bring back into our lives who bring positivity, and we can bring positivity to them. Send messages of love. Try communicating with your family in a new way.
Dear Mum, thank you for keeping me fed for so many years. I wish I spent more time with you learning how to cook. Please can I have spaghetti bolognese for tea?
So many theatres, cinemas, event spaces being closed down. It's great when we can watch performances and even donate online to help keep our favourite entertainment venues open and watch some great past performances. You can also do this with friends. You can jump on video calls, bring them up whilst you're watching it, share the experience together. And it's not quite like being in the theatre, but it's almost just the same.
Did you guys see that bit?
Shh, I'm trying to watch the show.
Who's that actor again?
Oh, come on, I just missed what they said.
What are you playing at?
A great time to be nostalgic. If you've got games that are sitting on your shelves that you normally play with people coming over, you can do that virtually, or go up into your loft if you've got one, or garage, or garden, or wherever you've buried your old games, maybe like in a time capsule. Dig them out and start playing them. Enjoy them with your family, with your friends. An old game that you love, you can even just play it with yourself and get that same sense of joy that you had all these years ago. It doesn't make any sense. Now I know this can be super difficult if we've got families, if we've got people who are dependent on us, if we're going out to work, particularly in the difficult circumstances out there. If we're working from home as well, it can feel like we never get any space, any time for ourselves. This is not an easy one, but whenever we can just carve out 10 minutes, 20 minutes in the day for ourselves to unwind, decompress, do something that makes us feel a whole lot better, whatever it is, reading, sitting in a quiet room and just hoping that everyone will stop screaming. I really hope you can make that time for yourself. Son of a... Thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you like it and want more great content like this, subscribe, hit the subscribe tab and bell below, hit the like button as well, comment, let us know what are you doing to keep creative, how are you keeping busy and finding some you time, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.
Oh, and I forgot to mention the tinned goods. They had tinned beans, tinned soup, tinned potatoes.